So here we're rolling into upward 3 or downward 3 in variations. So downward 3, we'll run this mostly out of the Pakal grip, sort of similar to the upward 3 that came up in forward grip. We're going to be doing this in the downward 3. So I'll go ahead and review the downward 3. 1, 2, 3. If I run this. So 1, this is our number 1. 2, downward diagonal shot. 3 is going to be a vertical shot, crossing center line, and then rolling off to the side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This was the core of our asymmetric knife tapping in that series, where we're going dominant hand, main as the defense in that series, or also called upward 3 versus downward 3. 1, 2, 3 on that series. One of the things that in the asymmetric knife tapping is pretty much all fluid action as we're rolling into these different attacks. 1, 2, as we're picking up motion and passing it. We're picking up motion and passing it. We're picking up motion and passing it. It's all fluid action. So we want to give a couple different iterations of it and where these would show up. The first of these is sort of the thrust into slash series. And that's going to look like this. 1, I take my 1 line. As soon as I pass center line here, I'm going to hook and cross body it, coming up to my number 2 champion. Number 2, hook, cross body it. Vertical shot coming down here. I'm going to roll this backwards, hooking down towards me here, and then slice coming back upwards with it and reversing that line. 1, roll, cut. 2, roll, cut. 3, roll this back and vertical cut. Okay, so if I do this in a sort of a more natural footwork here, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Again, this is application versus common block against flinch response blocks. Try it this way. 1, 2, 3. As I come in that series. 1, 2, 3. As I practice iterating through those. The application of this, Aaron, coming in. I feed the number 1, the flinch response, the most common, the upward block, out of karate, right here. As I come in here, it's going to be something like this. This becomes my attachment, hook, and again, I'm going to roll that down to the outside and come across with your slash. Target of opportunity, doesn't really matter. If this hand is up and defending, take the hand, whatever. 2, if I come across, same thing. Where this hand, hook, and come across. I come to my vertical line. If he comes with an upward block, if I try to force this forward, the strength of this block is forward. It's not. It's going to be difficult for me to punch through. This is the way it's designed this way. So I bring it back towards me and come back in and reverse that line. The same thing through here. Again, these are conceptual lines. It's not designed as this is what you should do in this situation. But there's all different kinds of trapping lines that we can do in there. But think of these as just entry lines against common blocks. Bam, here. Bam, here, bam, here, as we roll through that series. 1, roll, cut. 2, roll, cut. 3, and cut. So those are the most common of the thrust into slashes series. The third iteration from here, and the third iteration from here is just the broken thrusting. So all that is 1, 2, 3. Most of these common, especially in sparring, you're going to show up as short range 1s and 2s broken on this line. 1, 2. Most common of all being the 2 line here, just because this is very natural. This is a little bit more unnatural in terms of motion on that reverse grip angle. Those are basic iterations of it. You can do the same thing with the downward 3 that you do with the upward 3 in terms of playing with it. If you shift from forward grip here, 1, 2, 3, as we run through the sequence here, we can do the same thing on this sequence here when we run through. But for right now, let's just stick with the fluid 3 as we run through this sequence. Good.